Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Varane makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it. Always onto this. He's beaten Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Kobbie Mainoo, is someone who can add a nice bit of stability to midfield, Peter. I think he's capable of controlling a game. And I remember when I first saw him, I was really impressed with his courage, the fact that he was always looking to get...
Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. First breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the...
Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Kane. He won't be happy with that one. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Ed Nielsen. And here's Neymar. Nice control. Zanetti. Pull it. Looking tidy in possession here. It's run loose here.
Bumazunam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great defending, strong and determined. Mainoo. Donatoni. Strokes it back. Spread it left. Neymar plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Seedorf, never out of the action for very long. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Zanetti. Zanetti crosses. That's a decent clearance. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Neymar, and this is Neymar. Neymar! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going.
Kane! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that looks a decent ball. Pumas are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Bale. Always goal side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, cracking ball. Nicely spread. And they can counter here. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Donadoni. Donadoni going forward. He's a sharp little ball here. Pull it.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe, and this is Bale. Can he finish? And it's in! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Pumas Unam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm and not...
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Towering header! And there's a goal! One perfect ball, one perfect header.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And they've got rid. And it's Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No way through. Ferdinand. Pressing high and with purpose. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, super find. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That is a great pick out. And that's an excellent interception. Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. Takes a shot! Goal! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So could they be onto something here? Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Seedorf running with intent. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Menu aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. He's played it back. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Beckenbauer. And Dixon. Edmilson. Now it's Donadoni. Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Donadoni running with the ball. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Schmeichel getting this one clear. It's Bellingham. Mbappe! Oh, he's burst through! He's had a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Seedorf cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That has been knocked clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Dixon. Kane. Law. To Darren Fletcher. And it's Zanetti. And Zanetti. Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cruyff. That is good progress on the left. That is ended up in no man's land. This looks promising. Kane. Kane carries the ball down the right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That has not gone well. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kane. It's Kane! Oh, it's hit the post. It's gone in. He's put through his own net.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Just eases him off the ball. And time is up. Pumas suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes...
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. Vieira powering forward here. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that is a... Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Seedorf. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Menu. That's destined for the flank. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Menu. Now it's Donatoni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played back. Can he get on the end of this? No! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, there's the clearance. And here's Mbappe, just eases him off the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found a way through. Ferdinand with the clearance. Not the most accurate pass. Law is onto this.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Hullet. Menu plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's lost his man. He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Donatoni. Neymar looking to receive it in space. Oh, that's fabulous. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Gullit never out of the action for very long. Lovely, now then. Jordan Henderson. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some really good ball movement.
That's just...
So a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so the action is resumed.
Pumas Unam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He is through here. Neymar shot a goal! That is lovely from Law!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, and a chance! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This for genuine comfort. It's hit the crossbar. Seedorf. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Pass somewhat off target. Law. That's the keeper's ball. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Menu. Now it's Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Donatoni. Gullit looking to add to his goal. Pele. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Seedorf.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he shoot? He's got a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 10. Número 24. Entran.
Pumas are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rummenigge running with the ball. Menu, that has been slung wide. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Neymar. And the counter is on. And here's Cruyff. And he is deftly... And the shots! And no mistake! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Pumas have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Can he get it through? Ferdinand clears without hesitation. 5 minutes left on the clock. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Ferdinand gets a foot in here.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and...
He leaps for it! And a neat finish! And right near the end, we have parity. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Threads one in. Now it's Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. Azar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's had it taken off him. That's it, the referee says enough. Magic, what a magical football match. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. No, he's not getting past him there. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Mainu. Oh, that's nice. Edmilson. And that is not getting there. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many say it was that game against the boys from Madrid when they donned the cloak of near invincibility. A game where that much-lauded front three really did deliver in style.
Yeah, and they combined for all three goals. And it was Neymar, of course, who got the first of them.
Donatoni, looking for options for movement. Both sides exercising caution for now. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. Dixon.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And this is Kane. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Seedorf. Shifted it to the flank. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Just eases him off the ball. Donatoni. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Seedorf. And it's Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. What a throw in. Thuram. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Edmilson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mainu. That's an excellent interception. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ferdinand cuts it out. And here's Hullet. This is a promising build-up. And the ball's come loose here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Caught offside that time. Spread out to the left. Neymar. Menu can so cleverly bypass the press. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. Menu does really well to win the ball there. No, somewhat off target. Now it's Pelé. And here's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. This looks promising. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Edmilson. Kane. And it's Edmilson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is onto this. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's undercooked that. Ferdinand is the guilty party there. Pull it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bellingham! And that's a good finish. And there is your opener.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on.
He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 10, número 20, número 24. Entran.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Número 17, número 6. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Great chance! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Pumas are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pumas still have the cards to affect this game. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Bale, looking for the run. Seedorf. He is just caressing the ball. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bale has been caught there, it's a foul.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Número 15, cambio.
Shot could be... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise. Just the keeper in his work. Chance! Goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Pumas are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He might be in here. He's had a shot! And that's in. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Pumas are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tries to get it clear. That has not gone well. Aims beyond the defence. He's found space here. He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. And the Tsar claims it safe hands. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Scholes. Now it's Messi. And this is Owen, played back. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bale. Edmilson. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pelé, well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, Good climb! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's managed to get free. He's having a pop! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Good ball, good take. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in a great position here. And it's Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Hullet. And he's in on goal. He's picked his way through. That's the keeper's ball. Kaka. For Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Bale. And here's Bale. Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Incoming delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Bumazunam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vieira. Seedorf. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Bale. In with the challenge. Driving forward. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. To Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Hullet. This is a promising build-up. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He has found the way through. And he shoots! Kaka. Rummenigge. Messi. Now he's got space here. Oh, well measured. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Now it's Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Varane, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pelé.
There will be 1 minute added
Engages
time.
and forces him off the ball. Kaká. Rummenigge. Bale. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. And this is Bale. Oh, he's having a go! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And here's Kaká. He's having a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Pelé. He's found a way through. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. Oh, good read. He read. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Nicely worked. Rummenigge, oh, just skips past his man. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Thuram. Now it's Bale.
Borussia Dortmund always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pepe, pressing high and with purpose. 60 minutes played.
61,052.
And this is Hullet. Vieira. And it's Bale. Well read, nice interception. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Seedorf, never out of the action for very long. Hullet, looking for the run. Thuram cuts it out. Mbappe touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge. Seedorf, given the lift of his goal. And the counter is on. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Pumas leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Marcelo. And he plays one through. Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So we have movement on both
5,
benches.
Bale.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Messi.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Coming on the field, number 6.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Number 23, Del Piero. Number 7, Vitinha.
This is Adriano.
Number 15.
This is the time you need that pace.
Substitution.
Now it's Bale. It's a really well-measured ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's skewed away. He is through here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played into space, looking to play him in. Maldini.
2 added minutes has been
Quietly
indicated.
revving up. 2 minutes to be added on. And Mateus. Neymar. He's had a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Bumazunam certainly had some
Security
good
staff
moments,
for each
Peter.
block.
There were plenty
Please
of
report to
encouraging
the staff room
spells that
immediately.
more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.